Hello, everybody. I am wrapping up my evening. I'll be probably heading to bed here in the next hour, so I want to just hop on here. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, heading into the Memorial Day weekend. I'm excited about that. Hope you guys are excited. I don't know. Let me know your plans. As I record this, I have no followers, but I am hopeful that I'll have hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions, and I'll impact many, many, many lives because that's my goal. Not just to have followers, but to impact lives, to help people to grow and heal. People need to know that there's ways that you can grow and heal, and we need each other. I've learned so much from YouTube. It's crazy. I've learned so much. I love YouTube. I am a big advocate and fan of YouTube because I've learned so much spiritually, emotionally, physically, like weight loss stuff. I've learned. I watch YouTube several hours a day, every day. So I've learned a lot from YouTube, and so that has motivated me to get on here and hop on here. One topic that was been on my mind all day, and I promised myself I wouldn't forget. I didn't write it down, but one thing that popped in my spirit is insecure people, and how we have to navigate around insecure people. When someone is, we all have insecurities. I have insecurities, you have insecurities. Everybody has some form of an insecurity. But the thing is, some people are so insecure and their ego is so sensitive that you have to literally tap dance around them. And those people are the people that make your life hard a whole lot of the times, because you can do something or say something and you don't mean any harm at all, like, honestly, but you say what you say, and man, they make you pay for it because it hurts their ego or they're just insecure. I am fairly straightforward person. I someone may say bold. I don't even necessarily mean bold. Sometimes I wonder if I'm kind of neurodivergent because, and I say this because I just say exactly how I feel, exactly what I think, and I try not to be like that because I do understand that you can't always say exactly how you feel, what you think, but I do a lot. And a lot in the past, I've been offensive. And, that's something that I work on. I always want to work on myself. And I promise you, I don't mean any harm when I say, or anything that I say most of the time. Now, there's times when I mean harm. When I mean harm, I mean harm, and I do harm. My tongue is lethal. But when I truly don't mean harm, and I'm just really just saying what's on my heart or what's on my mind or what have you, I've rubbed some people the wrong way. Again, I do try to work on that. But then also, just believe there's a level of just, man, you can't say anything these days. I'm a little older. I'm born in the 70s, honey. Baby, we said what had to be said. And I know times change. But, sheesh, we have to learn not to be so soft and so sensitive and so insecure about things, that if someone says something to you that maybe you didn't like or maybe rubbed you the wrong way, now not only did it rub you the wrong way, let me get a little closer here, y'all. As soon as I walked in the house, I took my clothes off. It's been a long day. But, not only do you rub that person the wrong way, But because you rubbed them the wrong way, they're very upset. They're going to make you pay. They may like spend so much from that point on. They're going to make you pay for what you said. I remember I had a supervisor, and I remember she wanted me to work on some things. And I had a very small amount of time to work on it. And I was like, I'll try my best to work on it. But, I don't have much time. I'll, see what I can do for the day. It was already late. So, if I did it tomorrow, it wouldn't hurt. It was already late. She got back with me like, well, hey, were you able to get that done? Gosh, how did she word it? Oh, she was like, I need the report for what I told you to do. I was like, oh, well, I was not able to get to it. And before we, and previously we had discussed like, hey, if I may not be able to get to it, I'll try and see what I can do. It was like, oh, okay. And so, at the end of the day, it was just like, well, did you do what I told you to do? Can you give me the report that I told you to get? And it's like, oh, I wasn't able to do it. Is it possible to get to it tomorrow? Because I had so many other things that were kind of pertinent that were not late that needed to be done that were more time sensitive. It's like, well, I told you to do it. You should have done it. It's like, well, I intended to do it. I explained, my situation with the workload, and I said, well, I will do it tomorrow. That's all I can do. And from that moment on, now there's 3 sides to every story. It's my side, her side, and it's the actual truth. But I am telling you, that's what I said. That's what happened according to my side. From that day forward, that lady made my life a living hell until I was gone from her team. I promise you. Now, I don't know if how I said it was wrong. I don't know if maybe I could have done something different or been a little more obedient. I'm open to that. I'm always open to correction and change. But the level of hatred and just how she just from then on was just like making my life a living hell. It didn't add up. It just didn't add up. And I don't know if she just never liked me to begin with. But to me, I felt like, her ego was hurt, and because her ego was bruised and hurt, she decided to make me pay. Nobody else saw it. So it was just me and her on a Teams call, whatever. But I promise you, from that day on, oh my gosh. And that's in the same workplace that I left. Now, that's kind of like the energy and the spirit of that workplace, if not being honest. If being honest, I'm sorry. There's been times when, other times when I've dealt with bad managers. It's just that environment it's fairly toxic, to be fair. Which is why in this last event, I was like, okay, yeah, I have to go. But I say all that to say this. If you have we all have insecurities. I have insecurities. I'm not this perfect person. But don't let your insecurities make you so jaded that if somebody says something to you you don't like, you just decide you're going to make their whole life miserable. That's absurd. Please, work on that. Please. My channel, if you're on my channel and you are a follower of me, or follower of my channel, not of me, I'm sorry, follower of my channel, please, 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 please Work on your insecurities. Heal. Do shadow work. Get counseling. Touch some grass. Do some deep breathing. Yoga. Yoga is very healing. There's a book. I have not listened to all of it, and I've listened to it in Audible. I've not listened to all of it, but I've heard many great things about it, and which has made me to get it on Audible. I would love to read it because reading to me allows things to seep more into my psyche. The Body Keeps Score. I can't remember the author. That's a great book. Great book. Because most of us have been through some form of trauma. And it's time that we heal and get rid of and work on those traumas rather than just walking around with acting like big old babies. This world is so broken and it's becoming an epidemic. This world is so broken, and it's my goal that we all can be dope in real life and not have to be so broken. Are we going to be perfect beings? No. But it's ridiculous that somebody can't say anything to you, and that your reaction is just to make their life a living hell because you felt the way about it. We can at least have a discussion or something. Now, I feel like that was a little more deeper than just that conversation. She didn't like me a long time ago, and that was just her opportunity, probably. I don't know. But I can say a whole healed person wouldn't act like that. And that's the key. The key is for us to become whole, healed people so that we don't react in outrageous ways. We're out in the streets, we're in traffic, being outrageous, in restaurants, stores, being outrageous. What is going on? We need to heal. This world is broken, and we need to heal. It's getting sad. It really is. I'll let you guys go. I'm going to go continue to get ready for my evening, go to bed, and get up and do it all over again. I hope you guys have a great night. We're heading into the Memorial Day weekend. Hope you guys have a safe, wonderful Memorial Day weekend. It is my intent to get on here, before then, but I know maybe some people are going out to go vacation for the beginning of the summer. So have a great night, you guys. I love you all. You all are amazing. I haven't met anyone. I know as I record this, I don't have not one follower. I don't have not one like other than my like, just to be transparent. But by the time you see this, that will have changed. So good night. Have a great evening. Bye.